5-hour stream. Okay, there's only 12 minutes. Surely I can't go for more than like an hour. And I'll be okay with that. A short stream is okay with me. How is this? All 4 replays were chosen, so the games were close. But you invariably lose in the end. Rip. In reality, all 4 of these players rinsed me harder than these 3 games would indicate. Oh, I see. Bro, look at these games. Tav, Kilvenz, TehBlueOne, and Greg. Alright, Xseleon. I just wanted you to know, these players wash me too. So, it's gonna be a learning experience for the both of us. See what we can do. This shit is tough. No kidding. What's up, Aki? Welcome, welcome. We are VOD reviewing, for anyone who's just stopping in, we're VOD reviewing Xseleon's game and see if we can figure anything out. Okay. Actually, let me turn off the page. Gotcha. We'll do this. Wait, y'all cannot hear this. Okay. I should be here some of it now. This is so dangerous. Interesting. Okay. I think I like this 5M right here. Normally I do 2M, but then I think the 5M is acceptable. I think the only button that you can't really press around start, unless you're like really calling something out, is far H. Far H is not really safe to jump in, so you can die for it. But far M is fine. Far H is like you're looking for something in specific that you're trying to kill. But if you're trying to kill like 6XL or something like that, then 2M or 5M is fine. It's okay. Tab doesn't play like any 6, you know. I cannot believe that you did this jump. What were you looking for here? You were looking for a parry? Maybe like a jump in for against parry? Or you're just trying to get in when you did this? Cause I feel like I would never do this. This is pretty out there. Good fuzzy mash from Tab here though. This is really good. He's pretty quick on it. He does an anti-air, but then he fuzzy mashes like the moment that you land. Call out, I see. This is a good hit though. This 2M is good to make sure that he's respecting you. It's fine. You do okay here. He lets you throw there is interesting. Oh, this is painful. Okay. 6XL, and you try to. So you're plus up to 9, I think. You should be. It's 8 on counter hit, and you get 1 frame from the crouching. But then the actually this should hit, right? It's on 9, so you might just be off by a frame. It's close actually. Like I don't like the routing, but I think it's it's a 9 framer. But then you should have 9 frame advantage. You might just be off by a little bit. Oh, you want a CM? I see. Understandable though. This is why you cancel into okay, I see. That's fine. I think normally from a hit like this, I'm willing to just far heavy into transient Kyoka mid range. Do you like chaining into 6XL here? I feel like the 6XL is like really inconsistent. So I usually almost never do it. I only do it if it's like a little bit further than this, where you need to do the max range 6XL into Genji 2M to connect. Or you know like Kagura to you. Are you normally doing 6XL? I see. Yeah, I feel like if you get a hit at this range, it's better to just far heavy into transient. And it might even kill him from this range, because 6 has like less HP than normal. It's like 15k or something like that. You got 50 meter, you probably build to 75. You do a double restand, most likely. It's pretty close. So, that was costly, but if you got it close medium, then you will want to. So it's not like it's just unfortunate that it came out far heavy. I mean far medium. Okay, from here, this is about where I stopped when I saw the VOD. Like, what? This is what I checked out from here. I basically I feel like anytime that Six does Rekka at any point, you should just be mashing like 5L every time. The EV on it is just like so good, and the only time it doesn't work, like the EV is not in your favor, is if he's like, if you're in the corner. But if he's in like a mid range like this, you just mash 5L so you can catch the side swap and you can catch the overhead, or the pressure reset, or you can catch. You won't catch the backdash, but then you won't lose. You won't lose either. You're trying to react. I see. Yeah, but I feel like it's instead of just reacting, you could just mash every time, and you'll be okay. The EV is just in your favor. Yeah. That's like one of my suggestions. He doesn't cash out here is crazy to me. Holy shit. Let me see. It's unfortunate that you don't catch this. Okay, first of all, you cannot. It must have been. I hope that this was a misinput, because 6M at this range, there's just no way for you to make it like that. Yeah, okay. We both understand that it's not good. Okay, like sometimes you just do dumb stuff, but then it's okay so long as you understand that it's dumb. Like sometimes I do dumb stuff and I'm like, yeah, that's not, I shouldn't have done that. But the real danger is when you do something and you don't understand that was a good idea, like, or if it was good or bad. So long as you understand that it's bad and you do it, it's okay, and you have to reconcile yourself with that you just did a bad move and you gotta move on, and that's okay. Okay, you understand. You could have just 6,000 and been okay. He didn't cash out here is crazy to me. You BC right here? Right here, maybe? Wait, where did you BC? What? Did you BC? You went where? Is it further back? Ah, this one. I agree here. Okay, I think there'll be conflicting opinions about when's okay to BC. I will say what Koyo said, and then I will go on with my point. If you BC from here, you have a life lead that you didn't need to BC here, so you can just save your resources, and then you can just win off of playing normal good defense. By BCing here, you put yourself in a position where you're more likely to get scammed, basically. So now you give yourself one less chance where you actually need to BC. Maybe you need to BC when you're in the corner, and now you're at 2, and if you try to BC one more time, you're in death range. What's that? See, it's only safe to the H Rekka. Ah. Really? There you go. What is 6M? Is that the pressure reset? The pressure reset is a frame trap? Ah, interesting. Because I know that the one where you follow up and he does the palm, whatever, the palm strike, that's a frame trap that you can't press on, but it's okay. But it's good to know. I'm still mashing anyways to make sure that they respect me. I'm okay with taking a little bit of damage if it makes them respect you. Something to consider. Okay, so now that's Koyo's point, and I will say otherwise. I think that this is an excellent PC, because there are two. The main reason is, first of all, is guaranteed. When he does this right here, she can't like bait it in any form. Like when people bait and when people BC like 5L, it's like awful, you know. And then sometimes people BC some normals that can be spot dodge. It's like not terrible, but like it's not optimal. But in this case, this is guaranteed, and a guaranteed BC to put them back in the corner for is really powerful and put you in a winning position. I think that this is good, and I would probably continue doing it until he's dead. Honestly, because I think Narmaya's win condition in the corner is like much stronger than her using it on defense. I think Narmaya using BC on defense is not optimal. You really only do it if you absolutely have to, and you just cannot stand blocking no more, you know. But then it's much harder for Narmaya to get a corner position like this. Like right here, you win. This is Narmaya's like win condition here. If she's pushed all the way back to the corner, you have to force your way all the way back to the other side of the corner. Instead, you could just spend one BC and put them in the winning position right now. You know. So this is my take. I think that most norms should be using BC offensively anyways, because it's much harder for us to push them to the corner. And like imagine if you BC them while you're on defense in the corner, right? And you push them a little bit and then you hit them. What are you going to do with that hit? Most likely, in order for you to carry them to the corner, you have to spend one BC, like one Brave Point anyways, to do a Raging Strike combo. Otherwise, you're going to do like some garbage like, M Kyoka as your ender. If you could like meet them on Wake Up. Like that's not going to do anything. And you have to do that like 4 times before you get them to the corner. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you could just have this position right here and then win from here instead. So yeah. Analyze your pressure. Okay. So now we see that I agree with this BC. What do you do? I personally, first of all, I think spending TK flip here is weak. I think TK flip opener is generally not that good because you haven't represented like a tick yet. Like if you're let's imagine that you want to spend TK flip as early as possible. I would rather you do like 5L into TK flip, because then it's like a frame trap and it represents the throw pressure. Like if you do this so early, then he has no reason to try to. He's not scared of a throw bait anymore. So the question is like, why did you spend this here? Usually the only time I do this are when I'm trying to get them down to chip as soon as possible. But like right here, he's got plenty of HP, so you need to represent the throw, and in order to represent the throw, you need the H flip in some way. Unless you planned to try to throw bait him right here, like you think he's gonna wake up and throw, And do you really think he's gonna wake up throw? I don't think so, bro. You need to represent in some form. Like there's no reason for him to throw. It's too early. If you're gonna do the you talking about like what you should do here? I think that I would probably set up a throw. So a 2L throw will work, 5L throw will work. Something related to just going into a throw to see if he's teching. Here, I think that first of all you need to like gather information on how he's defending. So if you haven't done a tick throw, then it's kind of important to see what he's doing to you. TL delay flip, TK flip, or delay TK. Yeah, I think right here, even if your idea was to try to throw bait him, I think you just did too fast. So I feel like all of the advantages of TK flip are not being represented well enough here for you to call out a throw. If you really wanted to throw bait him, then you want to delay it a little bit more. Is a regular issue doing it too quickly? Yeah, I think I could see that from like. In this case right here, I think it's too fast. If you want to do it, then you can just run up a little bit more, or you can do it off of a... I think the easier way to do it is to do it off of a tick throw. So instead, you do like 2L and grab him, and then the next time you do 2L into TK flip. It gives you a structure that you can form around. So he's seeing you do 2L into a grab, and next time you do 2L into a TK flip, that dude's not ready for that. He's teching. He thinks that you're gonna throw. So you have to represent something that you're gonna do, like in sequence. So you want him to know that you're gonna do something. Like you want him to know that you're capable of doing 2L into throw, and that's where you start your pressure. That's where you start the mind games. And this is where the power of TK flip is. If you use TK flip right here, you use the flip cooldown. It's your most important cooldown. It is by far the most important cooldown. You want to delay this as long as possible, while being reasonable. And like one way to like if you're having trouble like timing the flip, you can just use like H flip all the times for you. Like imagine you did this, and instead of TK flip, because TK flip comes out so fast, you can just use like a grounded H flip as your throw bait if you're having trouble. And it's the same. The throw bait will last longer. Now he just blocks them too fast. So either way, both chances are free BC. So, but if you're gonna do a free BC and you're having trouble like timing your TK flip, then you just use a grounded H flip, and that'd be acceptable, I feel. Just so long as you're doing it with the intention to throw bait him. Like every time you use the H flip cooldown, you have to have intention of why you're doing it. Like when you do this here, did you do it thinking that he was gonna wake up throw? Like I feel like this is not like a good enough reason to use the H flip. But yeah, and if you did, then you need to think about like how can you delay it, or you should delay it longer. Using like a grounded H flip will delay it plenty. You think that he mashed? I mean, you think that he mashed, and then you would just 5-0, huh? Right? You would just medium. So I feel like a meaty just in general is just a really strong option. You think I have my me times down? I do. You're a good player, Xseleon. I'm very confident that you could safe jab if you wanted to. So yeah. So I think that you should be meeting him, and then you can do a follow-up afterwards. So this is the first part of the pressure that we're gonna talk about. That we covered. Like we're like just like your first touch into him. 5 out here is fine. Okay, how did you get counted? What did you press here? Huh? You're +5. What is? Slow mo, true. Playback speed. Actually, we could just do frame by frame, right? You tried to dash. Okay, I think I saw this when you played me too. You tried to pressure reset on him off of a 5L. Okay, yeah, I could see it. You're okay. First of all, I don't know if you should be pressure resetting so early into a set like this. I personally think that the first thing that people should do is frame trap, just to make sure that he respects you. Otherwise, people are just gonna be mashing. So this is like why the first thing I do in general. First of all, in order for you to try to throw here off of a 5L, you absolutely have to kill some frames. And let me see. And when you 5L, isn't there? Let me think. You can't dash after a 5L, right? Isn't there 4 frames, so you had to like wait in order to dash? Or is that after a 6XL? No, that's after a 5L, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's for 6XL maybe. No, wait. I'm actually so sure that it's from a 5L. And I'm not crazy. You have like 4 frames where you if you do 5L you can't dash again. Because for 6L you can 6L 6L, right? No, you can't. I don't know, can you? Am I crazy? Wait. Give me 1 second. Let me bring out the dust. What is it? Normals? 5L? No dash, maybe? Where would it go? Grounded movement? Dash? Running? Shit, I don't know. When canceling run after at least 5 frames. No, that's not right. Shit, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't know. Does anyone know? Am I crazy? Can't you not dash after a 5L? Wait. Dash. Goddamn, I don't know. It was under dash attack. Scroll up a little bit. Oh. Dash slice prevent forward and backdash for 4 frames. Oh. What am I looking for? Like, when you press 5L, can you dash right away? I guess we could just check the frame data, but basically, can you do 5L, just do 5L into dash? Like, close light dash right away? What is the dash lockout? Is there a dash lockout, basically? I'm just curious. I don't know if it, like, has that much meaning here. You cannot dash after a 5L. Okay. I feel like I told this to someone before and I was scared. That I was just spouting lies. Yeah, that's what it was. I knew that there's a reason why they locked that shit out. And that's because they don't want you to do 5L into 6XL. Okay, that's what it was. I was cooking something. I told someone this like on Normcore. I was like, yeah, you can't do, because someone was trying to confirm a counter hit 5L into 6XL. Yeah, oh yeah, they had that. She had that on release, and that shit was like, well, she was, and then it got patched up though. Give it back to her. She needs it. Okay. Anyways, I don't think that's particularly relevant in this pressure because Narmaya's pressure does still use 5L into 5L. I just was curious, and this might be something that you want to factor when you're doing like 5L pressure, especially up close. But I think the bigger reason to not do 5L, like reset 5L, is just that you haven't done like a frame trap yet. You've been told that you need to stagger your 5Ls. I mean, you're staggering your 5Ls here, but then I think this. Okay, to be fair, I don't know what happens afterwards. Maybe you frame trap him next time, you know? So if, for instance, you do 5L here, and then the next time you do 5L 5H, you're good. You know, so it's like I said, it's about the intention of why you're doing this. Like when you do 5L dash 5L, and he's mashing out of it, the next time you do 5L, I hope that you're frame trapping him in some way. So hopefully throughout the set, I don't see you do 5L again. Or throw? Okay. The idea is the same though. If you do like, if you're doing a 5L tick throw, like a soft tick throw, then you know you still want to represent like you, or vice versa. Like if you fail the throw right here, then the next time that you interact with them, then you should be trying to frame trap him. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't like hate the idea. I mean, I do it in reverse, but so long as you flip it the next time you interact with them, then it's fine. It doesn't matter. It's just it's just an investment. Like you take damage now, but then you cash out later, for when you do frame trap him. It's a good match for him though. That's a good match. Okay. How did you hit here? Just mashing on. I do this too, by the way. I just want to let you know, Xseleon. I'd be mashing on people BCing me all the time, and it's such a bad habit. We should not be doing this, bro. Like, this is so unhealthy. Yeah, we be mashing on plus 17. It's not healthy for us. Okay, I feel like this is a very bad spot to mash. This is like, he's so close to you, man. The fact that you're mashing is kind of crazy. Nope. Is this minus? I actually don't know if this would be minus or not. Ah. Xavier? Oh yeah. I don't know what Tab is doing here, bro. He had a free punish, and I don't know what he was thinking. Yeah, I don't know why Tab BC your 6 exam. You're right. That shit was clean though. Alright, Xseleon. I see your reaction though. That was clean. That was clean. Oh shit. Nice hits now. Tick throw. Yeah, like right here, I'm kind of surprised that you like throw it right here, for instance. Right here. Like you just represented that you did, 5L and attempted to throw and it failed, and then you try again. Isn't this not super scary? I'm amazed that you did this again. Like, he was already mashing on you, so he's probably gonna mash again. You might as well just do 5L 5H there. Is my thought. I think that's what. Oh! Unfortunate DP. Keep in mind there are multiple games before and after this. That's true. We're only looking at a microcosm of what could have been. So you might have been on different layers. Fair enough. I see your reasoning. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is not healthy. I don't know. Using transient like this, I usually only want to use transient if they're already committed to a move. And this is most definitely preemptive, Trying to curb your BCs. I mean, I think not BCing is correct. I really don't like to BC on defense unless I have to. Mostly because I use my BP for Radiant Strike for damage. So I think like holding this pressure is fine. Like none of this is like good to BC anyways. And if you BC, you should be using it on something like guaranteed. Like none of this is okay to BC. Like none of that is okay to BC. I feel like this transient is real dangerous. It worked out, but it's this is not something I'm ever gonna be okay with using you transient in neutral, because if they know that you're in stance, then they just spot dodge on blue, You want to get out of the corner? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Like right here. He uses fireball right here. Right here, I would probably 2L. Like he's minus here, right? And he already uses fireball, which is usually the move that I'm most concerned about. And if you're using H fireball, then I'm usually more inclined to mash after. So when he does 2M right here, I'm gonna sway in 2M after he does this. And this would have gotten you out as well. Ah. 2M will whiff? Nah, this shit will hit. That shit will definitely hit. From here? Ah, it's gonna hit, bro. It's gonna hit. For sure. Have faith in the 2M. I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit. I would swing it, that's for sure. Ike says he doesn't want to nitpick. You want to see every time you see DP get punched with CL? Yeah, true. I don't know. You trust 2M more than me? Okay, if you don't trust 2M, then you can just use like 2U. 2U will definitely reach. You know? He's minus. Like if you're in the corner, then what's your mash button if you're not gonna use 2M? 2M is a pretty good button. There's pretty good coverage. 8 frames. It's pretty solid. And if you don't use 2M, then you can use 2U. You can't just like be in the corner only want to press 5L. I mean 5L is really good. It's OP, but then they're not always in range for 5L. Is the problem. Don't use any of the 2s at all. The 2s are really good. Like the 2Ms, even the Cargo 2, the 2s are good. The Cargo 2M is pretty solid. Genji 2L is fine. That's true. I generally don't like to use 2L to mash out, but Genji 2L is acceptable. Because you use 2L and then you can buffer Setsuna, and it's pretty good. Cargo 2L is pretty bad. I mean, if you're in Cargo form, then you already know that you're gonna be mashing out with 5L. It's fine. That Cargo 5L is a god mesh button. Whereas the Genji is, you kind of want to make sure that you know the range of your other buttons. So something like 2U, like you could. The problem with swinging far medium is that it has an awful extended hurtbox. It's really bad. I feel like that shit gets stuffed by 6L all the time. So I don't really like to use it unless they like, give me even more space in this. It's not my mash out button. It's, it's my like trying to stop the enemy coming into me button. Hey yo, what's up Gorgon? Welcome. But yeah, I would definitely have used 2M here. And if I didn't use 2M, I would use 2U here, and I would be buffering Setsuna for both of them. To try to get out. But I mean, you got out. It's hard to complain, but it's not something I agree with. I try not to use Setsuna like ever. This, yeah, I'm pretty sure you know. Also, what's up, Backer Gaijin? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good evening. I'm sure you know it's just a mistake. You can't throw here. This? No, like as in, this just doesn't work. I'm almost certain. It just doesn't work. You need to super jump it. You learned that in this set? I see. But welcome. Welcome back, Gaijin. So from there, you just need a meaty. In order for you to do a grab, you need to super jump it, and isn't throw also plus 44? Yeah, but for the throw, you still can't do that on a throw. Wait, I should have like Gran Blue on the side. Yeah, if you're super jumping, then it's gonna work. But if it's, you know, if it's just a normal jump at any point, you're not median, you're not minus enough to throw here. In order to be, let me check. You know what? Fuck it. We pull the shut up live. Yeah, I am the throw expert. But I don't want to spread too much misinformation. Because I'm about to disseminate some information, and I want to make sure that I'm correct. Not related to the throw, because we know that it doesn't work, but just in general. Can a blocked EX flip be throw punished? No, a blocked EX flip is +2, so you cannot throw punish that. You're in fact not. You're not safe. Okay, let's see here. So what we need to check is this. You're -2. Okay, I'm okay. So in order for you to throw someone that is on Oki, you need to be -4 for it to work. -2 is on block that you can throw someone. But in order for you to throw someone as a meaty throw, like the meatiest throw possible you can do is -4. Like a yeah, because it's on block though. Yeah, so if at any point they're waking up, then it's -4. But if it's on block, then it's -2. So something like this is why you see me do sometimes do stuff like this. This is -2, right? And that's a tick throw. Because this is -2, or the most common one is this one. And you can do it there. But this is why you can't do it with this. Because this is a plus or minus 0. Oh, I was slow there. But if you do something like this... Wait, there's a 0 counter hit. This is -3, right? And if I do an instant throw here... What the fuck? Where's my throw button? Okay. Ah! No! I am delaying by 1 frame somehow. Okay, there you go. So that whiffs because it's -3. Right? So you do this, you're -3 normally, but if you hold the guard button, you can get it to be -4. So this is -4, and you get a meaty throw from here. So this means that if you ever have Oki, you need to be -4, and that's exactly why this doesn't work either, because this is -2. And if you do this, wait, what the fuck? You're -7, and if you hold the guard button, then you're -6. Well, it doesn't show because it'll hold the guard button, but if you land with the guard button, it kills 1 frame, and you're -6 here, so it's a valid throw. But so actually it's not 4 frames of wake up throw protection. It's actually 9 frame. It's you have a certain amount of frames to. It's just like this is meaty for 7 frames. That's what it is. So I think there's 7-ish or 9 frames of throw protection. But if you try to do a meaty throw, then you have because the throw is active for 3 more frames. So you're trying to throw on the last possible frame. But yeah, that's all I want to say. So that's I'm just trying to explain why this other setup wasn't working for you. Like that's why this wasn't working, because you're -2 here. So if you're trying to think of it like throw setups, on block it's -2 and on wake up it's -4. Okay. It's a good pressure hold. PC is acceptable. Okay, first of all, let's think about this. Okay, this is just, it's fine. It's fine that you got here. You're just like a little bit late on the reaction to take back your turn. It's acceptable. I'm okay with this. This is fine. This right here, he's so close to you. You can just like, you can definitely micro dash and close heavy here at this range. I would have tried to macro dash close heavy. And if it didn't come out, now that sure would come out. So I'm kind of surprised that you did 6XL here. I would try to do close heavy. That is acceptable. BC. BC. Yeah, this is plus. That's a good setup. You think about the corner carry? Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could see it. But then... Okay. Okay, interesting. I feel like if you're thinking about corner carry in this case, then you might as well do 236 M then. You want the corner carry. Maybe you're going for the setup afterwards here by using 236L. Yeah, I was hesitating to say, like, I feel like anyone in chat already knows that I would have sat there and spent the BP. I would have 100% spent the Raging Strike here to put him into the corner, for sure. And putting him into the corner puts him in into kill range. So that is an idea. You don't RSRC. Yeah, I feel like this is not something I am going to force onto anyone, but I would say that I do that. Like, I think everyone who watches me knew that I would have Raging Strike there. I pretty much Raging Strike at every opportunity I can. Yeah. So yeah, I would have Raging Strike there, because Raging Strike there puts him into the corner, and most likely, it will put him in throw range anyways. So he's already in the win condition at that point. I think the setup is good though. This is definitely plus. So it's unfortunate that he BC'd it. Late corner bounce. I mean, it depends. Basically, I feel like she can't get to corner from here without spending Raging Strike. But if she does spend Raging Strike and it's barely there, then you can use 2U to pick up and into a full combo. The 6 will one tap your combo. Yeah, that's fair. I could see that. Like if the 6 taps you with right here and does like, you know, some sort of Raging Strike into like U skill combo, I think you die anyway. So maybe using BP here is correct from that angle. I can see that too. Off of corner bounce compared to the normal one. Yeah, if she uses Raging Strike and hits you further into the corner, then she can get different routing. But it all depends on like where you bounce into the corner. Yeah, do you think the opposite? So you don't spend Raging Strike here? Why? So you would not spend the BP here? Because I would definitely do it. Or you think that with 2 BP, you don't die to a 6 combo? Interesting. So you don't spend BP. I would definitely spend BP. Pretty interesting contrast of opinions here. You basically went for damage but didn't do MKO. Yeah, I think if anything, there's something to optimize here in terms of like, okay, you can make the decision to not use BP and I'd be okay with it. Like, it's okay to have like a different opinion of when to use BP, and I think that's fine. But if you go for damage here, you should win for 236 M. And unless you can get that Oki like very consistently, that L flip to be plus, I feel like it's not, like it's unstable, you know, because you're doing this raw. It's not off of a setup. Like when I use my L flip to B plus, I do it off of a setup, but you're doing that raw. Like what if that whiffed? You know, kind of scary. Yeah, so if unless, yeah, so there's just saying like there's just little reason to do the El Kyoka there. Good throw. Ah, you see this? I think that you represent the throw so well here. He took it, and if you do it again, yeah, I think if you did 5L again and then flip them, he would have died. I think he would have thrown, or he would probably tech grab. Anyways, from here, you can just win if you use if you just DP him. It's already over. The game's already over. Like you're in chip point, and like TK flip already put you in chip. Like once you got to this point, it'd been fine. Like either way would have been okay. If you did, I would have rather you do 5L into TK flip, which does both the things. It baits the throw and puts them into chip, and then when you're putting into chip, just DP him. You know, it's over. Like the game's over. Yeah. So you could have definitely won here. It's just like objectively good to just chip him out. Should UDP? True. Also from here you can just block. This is so painful. We hate you, Kyoka. We hate you, Kyoka. Like there's a lot of stuff that you could just do here. The fact that, okay, if you wanted to the reversal him, you knew, I said you know that you're supposed to use Yukoka, right? I mean, UDP. So, is that bot not working? Okay, you just spelled schedule wrong. What's up, Bloodwing? Welcome. But yeah, so there's a couple things to take away here. First of all, I would recommend doing 5L into TK flip, and then afterwards I would recommend TK flip into DP, and then if you didn't do that, then you definitely want to use UDP here to make sure that you actually parry something, because you know, Kagura DP sucks ass. I mean, if you put TK for chip, if you know that you're putting him in chip, then you should also know that you can just chip him out with a DP. Or what I thought what you were doing when you backed up right here was, I thought you were waiting for the SSBA checkmate. Like right here, if you just block, first of all, if you just UDP, you win. But you just block, then you can also just checkmate him. You BC him, and then you just do, like, you know, SSBA. The commands work, you just spelled it wrong, Mr. Ludwig. But yeah, I think there are like 4 things that we can improve in here. But I also think that you know that Kagura DP is awful, and this is just an accident. So, we just move on. It's fine. What is going on here? I see you trying to catch him doing a re-entry with far heavy. That's acceptable. I think this is also acceptable. Script is rigged, true. Damn. Honestly, wait. What do you get hit by? Were you swinging? Actually, yeah, you was trying to swing for heavy. I agree with this. I don't think that you should count this as a mistake. It's fine. Because I think that you're representing a spacing trap. And like when you're VOD reviewing stuff like that, when you do things, you have to make sure that just because you lose the interaction doesn't mean that what you did was wrong. Right? Like right here, this is only -6 from here. That's really good for this move. Because it's like perfectly spaced. This is a really well spaced far heavy. By the way, this is really, really good. Pushes you super far out. And if you tried to like, if anyone was any slower or use something else, they would have got hit by this move. I think that the far heavy here is fine. You can also use 2M to spacing trap them. And I just want you to know that just because you lost this interaction doesn't mean that what you did was bad. It's fine. It's okay. Good block. Like right here, he gets away with the pressure reset again. I think you can mash there. Even if it's in Genji. I think that's fine too. Take back your turn, you get parried sometimes. It's like that. Okay, what did you press here? Did you expecting 6L? Mr. This is why we hate 236. This is why we hate you, transient. People try and use this as a tool to get out the corner. It's not healthy. I think this is fine. Swing to him here. I hope you anti-air this. Ah, you're too slow. Rip. I see that you're trying to input DP and it came out Setsuna. Rip. Understandable. 2M whipped, it's fine, but then he didn't punish it. 2M right there is designed to beat like him pressing buttons. So like when you press 2M and he's like backdashing, you probably know for the next time you just press a longer reaching button. That's all. Like right here, for instance, you see him? He's like his first answer is to like backdash or back away. You just remember that next time, so that you can press like far heavy or far medium next time. But 2M does beat most of 6's mash options. In which case, he's probably not going to mash on throw attack anyways, because none of his buttons reach that far. So it's a pretty good idea to be using a longer reaching button. But you know, sometimes they try to do 6XL, in which case 2M will catch it. Yeah, that's just yeah. Yeah, he did it again. See, this is the second time already that you see that his option for throw tech is to back up. If you know that they're gonna back up, then you just use a longer reaching button. And this is just unfortunate. Could have been DP or something. It's whatever. What happened here? 6XL into... I try to do 6XL, probably 6XL is what I'm thinking. I think in this range, Norm's 6XL is not very good. I think that you're already in a pretty good stance. If you're doing 6XL in Genji stance, I think that you should be frame trapping. Because then you have like you're guaranteed to connect 6XL into basically any Genji normal. So you do 6XL into 2M, or you know, maybe even 5M if you want to be like ambitious. It'd been fine. It looks like you tried to dash here. Yeah, so you tried the pressure reset here, and I don't think that, especially Narmaya, I feel like it's probably not a good idea, because we have to run in for us to get like meaningful follow-up in the eyes of other people. Like when people think of Narmaya trying to 6XL them, they're usually thinking that Narmaya wants to connect 6XL into Kagura 2M or 5L, right? So that means we have to run in deeper for that. So people are just gonna work on the assumption that you need to run in further than normal to 6XL. And that's why people just be mashing, you know? Which is also why you need to make sure that you do 6XL into like a frame trap, which is usually Genji 2M. And their assumption is correct, you know, because a lot of Narmayas do want to do that. So yeah, this is why I don't think that this is a good idea to try to reset off of this 6XL. So I would try to practice to, you know, not be too ambitious with your 6XLs, especially if you haven't established that, you know, especially if you haven't established pure pressure. I haven't seen you do 6XL until like 2M. Like, I don't think even once in the entire set. You know what I'm saying? True! The first game has only been an hour. How did we get here, bro? The video is only 12 minutes. How do we yap for an hour? You do it just not here? I see. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. That's fair. Want to watch the rest? Sorry, I'll try. I'll try. Shit, but I go on for 4 hours, Xseleon. You might as well just sleep and come back. Let me see. What's cooking here? Kilvenz for the spot dodge. Pretty interesting. Oh! This again. This is. I feel like you do this pretty consistently. Where okay, if you're doing auto combo into Usetsuna, you can 100% do a heavy. You do heavy auto combo there instead of you tried to do like micro dash 5L. 5L CH. Okay, but then you didn't even. Oh, I see what you're doing. 5L CH is pretty ambitious. I cannot get that link to work normally. I see. Okay, fair enough. I see the vision. If you're going for that, I understand. Yeah, the Fiji special. I think if I tried to do that, I would switch to Genji stance, because then Genji is like a little bit easier to hit than Kagura heavy. But I see the vision. I no longer fault you for this. That's not a mistake. Fair enough. That's just you going for harder stuff. Harder combos. Which is okay. I think from here... Let me see. You get another hit? That's surprising. From here you get... If you land a hit here... Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine, it's fine. Actually, I don't know. Let me think about that. Nah, I don't think that you would reach... It's kind of close. I would probably have spent the H cooldown and just hope that he would get to the corner. But... Oh... Good reaction. Good sweep. Yeah, fuzzy jumped. Yeah, the M Sesna got... Anyway, if someone fuzzy jumps M Sesna, then there's nothing that you can do about it. That's just the answer. Fuzzy jump M Sesna is just correct. If you see someone do it once, you can't do it again. And Sesna becomes really dangerous to use. Oh, good spot dodge. Good spot dodge. Oh, clean. Alright. Good anti-air close heavy. There's nothing but good stuff here. Ah, you're clean. That's clean. I mean, I don't think this is wrong. Because he's basically just like running at you, and you can't really know that. I probably would Cessna like earlier. I feel like you waited like a little bit longer than you need to try Cessna here. Yeah, so that was like a little bit long. Right here, I would already Setsuna it. Like right here, when he backed up, it's time. So yeah, you wait. Like he got a full dash in before before you start your Setsuna. So you're just like late. It happens. This is tough. Yeah, in this circumstance, yeah, you shouldn't beat yourself up too much. This is another case of making sure that people understand that just because you're wrong, like you lost an interaction, doesn't mean that you're wrong. Like right here, he's not plus at all. It's just two people, they're doing a 50-50 against each other. Like there's no right answer here. You just both of y'all. This is neutral, and both of y'all just swing, and he just happened to win, and that's okay. All right. So don't be afraid of just pressing buttons in neutral. You gotta win somehow, and you decide to press, and he decided to press a little bit earlier, and it's okay. There's RPS. Yeah. It's RPS in his favor, but sometimes you just gotta engage. Like I don't agree. Like if you get hit here, I think it's okay that he pressed here. Like I would have swept already right here. If I used 2U right here, I would have already pressed right here, for instance. Like the effective value is in his favor, but if you just never contest, bro, you're just gonna lose. So I think it's okay to contest here. And maybe that's what you did. If someone starts backing up, I'm gonna press 2U. Oh, good match on the M transient, unfortunately for you. And transient gets worse and worse against players as they get better. This is brutal. You do M transient, then you instantly just lose the game for it. I mean, it's good on him, but damn, this shit hurts a lot. Damn. You think that's not the best spots to try to mash out since he's wanting to catch the backwalk? I mean, this is true, but then if I had swung to you there, I would have won. You need to fuzzy it faster or something. What? Let's go back. Koyo wants to talk about it. We can talk about it. I'm okay with this. Like he's walking back. You just catch this with 2U. The fuzzy time won't work. So you think that I should not be pressing here? Yeah, what's a better response here? Like I could just wait. Yeah, I mean, this is I think there's this good discussion to be had here because I would definitely 100% would be pressing 2U here. Okay, to be fair, I'm probably not fuzzy mashing in this space. The only time I fuzzy mash is if someone's like close enough for me at 5L. But I do think I would be pressing to you in response to his walk back here. I see. So if I press 2U to in reaction to his walk back, I lose. Which is probably correct. I think that what Koyo is saying is correct. Because he's swinging, like he's walking back, thinking that I will react to the walk back with far heavy. Okay, but the theory. So okay, fair enough, fair enough. I do be kind of. Yeah. I think they have a point. That if I press 2U here, he's gonna catch it. So then, okay, I agree that I would die if I press 2U here. This is why we talk about this. Okay, instead of pressing 2U though, what do we do to get out of this situation? I mean, I think what they're trying to say, if you're trying to react to the walk back, then you're gonna lose. So if you want to call out like him doing something, then you need to be like mashing it. Like you need to engage with the RPS with the information required in mind, you know. Yeah, but you don't. Yeah. I mean, I sometimes I walk. You just can't always hold plus frames though. Let's say, I mean, no, let's think about this. Because if he does this, like, does this even reach you? Like, he does 6XL. I wonder if you can get him to whiff by standing up. Like, you stand up. I think it still hits. His Gran's far heavy is pretty long. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you could stand and try to block here, because then you know that his sweep is not gonna hit from here. Yeah. So a potential answer is you could try to walk back, reduce your hurt box, and then whip punish afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. It is important to understand that if you do crouch, then your hurt box increases, and that's not by an insignificant amount. Like some of Narmaya's block strings assumes that you're going to be down backing. It allows us to do some some block strings without dash momentum. Yeah, like at this range, you should not be scared of standing up, because he can't hit you with, to you. As broken as that button is, it doesn't reach quite that far. Yeah, fair enough. I think I agree with that. Like if you engage with the stuff, you need to understand like all the potential outs that you have. Like if you decide to 2U, then you have to understand that you're taking a risk by doing that. Yeah. And the stable answer here is just block. Like one thing that you can always do on defense is you just wait until someone does something minus. Eventually it comes out. Or they run out of plus frames that they can cancel into. I don't know if I would have done this. Like when you use flip right here, this is one of the things I really don't like. Is if you do flip, if you're gonna use flip in the corner, you want to do it in a position where you can at least cross them up. Back throw when you hit you. Right here. I see. You do this. I feel like you just like you bait the BC here. First of all, I don't think you need to dash at all. I'm pretty sure you're still in range of a throw to begin with, but you're +2. I would just take the 5L here. I personally don't like the when you use flip and you try to throw someone, it's so much less valuable because you have already used the flip cooldown. So the moment that you use flip right here, I think that like an option to throw is weak. So first of all, you're plus, and so you have to kill this here. You have to kill a couple frames, which means that you have to find some way to kill 4 frames because you're 2+. And you get hit. Yeah, I would just frame grab. I think that when you use the TK flip or use the flip cooldown, I would think twice about trying to throw. Well, you're plus from blocking, so you actually need to be 0 in neutral to throw. So since you block the BC, you're +2. You have to kill 2 frames. Oh wait, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's not in blocks then. You'll be able to throw him here. That's why you can like that's correct actually. Yeah, since he's not in blocks, then you could throw him here. Now that I'm reflecting on it, yeah, I do this all the time. That means that you could just that means if you want to throw him here, you didn't have to move. You just throw him. If you want to throw him. I don't know, bro. Are they out of range? Non-throw range is kind of sus. This is kind of good, bro. I feel like I think he's in throw range. Hey, yo, what's up, Chans? Welcome. You feel like that's all fuzzy on the block BC? He's pretty... Honestly, I think he's just mashing. I don't know if this is fuzzy or not. But in general, from this position, I would probably just frame trap him anyways to begin with. Yeah, he just be... Yeah. So yeah, I think a throw from this position is just not correct. Yeah, it's something that I'm gonna say very often. If you use the flip, then you may not want to be throwing. Yeah, he's also like well in his favor to gamble. Guardian's correct. Rage bait gameplay, honestly, true. Like he has no reason to like really block. Like he's still in a good position to win, even if he mashes here. So yeah, Kilvenz is very good at fuzzy mashing. Did you see you were there for the Narm versus Meg exhibition match, right, Xseleon? Bro, I played that exhibition match against Kilvenz. I mean, I think I did pretty well. I went like 2-5, or it could have been like 3-5. But bro, the last 5 games that I tried, I was trying to figure out his fuzzy timing, and that shit was like too hard. It's too difficult. It's too tough. I spent the entire time. I was like, all right, if I can figure out his timing, then I can win. And I never found it. It's really fucking fast. It's like right in between. Like I do CL 5H and it doesn't hit him, and when I run up, I can't get it either. So something like 2L and 5H probably would have hit him, but I never got in position to do it. It's tough. His timing was indeed fuzzy. True. Kilvenz is also really good at this. He do be good. What can I say? 2L 5H would not hit? Really? You tried that too? Fuck. I think the last time I caught Kilvenz, I think I've only done it once, which is on a throw. I did a throw, super jump, a jump light into close heavy. And I think that hit him. But that's like different. That's like a jump in fuzzy. Yeah. But it's really tough to fight Kilvenz fuzzy. It's tough. It do be tough. It's unfortunate. I don't know if I would have done this. Like if you whiff a button already, like usually I'm buffering. Maybe you were buffering Setsa and you just pressed it too many times. Alright, I'll see you later, Gaijin. Hope you have a good day at work. Hope you had a good lunch. But yeah, like 4 heavy here, and then try Setsa right after. It's a little bit tough. It's not wrong, but you would like went minus into like, you know. I would probably be like looking to press like another normal button. I think this is very optimistic as well. Say. Like usually what I do round starts is I'll do like 2M, and I'll buffer the Setsuna, and then I like do nothing when nothing connects. I'll do 2M, buffer L Setsuna, and then if nothing connects, I just like sit there. I'm just staring for a little bit. But to be fair, like who's jumping a second time, you know? I don't think it's necessarily wrong, but it's just like something to keep in mind. Like I'm probably gonna hit by that jump. Oh, good match. I'm kind of surprised that you don't take your turn back here. Were you expecting maybe like DP? Cause you have a chance to like hit him with a meaty, like anything here. Like 4 medium into Setsa, but you don't take it, and he backs up, and gets his space. So I'm a little surprised. If you were expecting DP, I think the defensive play is fine, but I do think that you should have probably pressed something here. Like you already have knockdown, and like it's just healthy to be meeting people. Like he most certainly wouldn't have gotten hit by the meaty, but you can L-Setsa and get some space with it. I can't believe that didn't connect, honestly. He was correct. That was a good hit, confirm it, just the game cheated him. So what happened here? Whiffs. He whiffs 2M, and you try to press afterwards. Hey, what is going on here actually? Wait, what is going on here? What the fuck? He's on block. You dash? That's kind of diabolical. What is going on here? I need like a little bit of time to digest this. Okay, you whiff. This is 6-6M. You could just take your turn here. You try to dash to reset. I wonder what you're doing. Maybe trying to do a throw. A backdoor is my guess. Ah, you are way deep, bro. This is way deep. Yeah. I feel like this is way too much distance to try to cover for a throw. You dash not once, but twice for this throw. And you have to... He basically has to respect you so much that he's not gonna press in 2 instances that you like stopped. I feel like this is too optimistic. Like he has to respect you here, and he has to respect you again, like twice. I think the moment you stopped, you gave up your chance to throw, basically. You thought Kilvenz respected you? I don't know if like the throw is necessary. I don't think the throw is good, but let's say if you did want the throw to work, I don't think that you could have afforded to stop here. Like the fact that you stopped right here, you need to press a button instead of try to dash again. Like you gave up the throw chance when you gave up the momentum from the dash there. So if you want to throw, you gotta commit Xseleon. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing, yeah, like the throw is definitely not gonna work after that second dash. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you pressed 5M. If I was the Gran, I would probably press 2M or 2U. I mean, I think he was just pressing because the Narmaya was approaching. If anything, that might have been... She's just like, she's coming at me, so I might as well just press a button. Good catch, you. Oh my goodness. Did you do this on purpose? So you hit him and don't confirm, and then you flip him? Or is this an accidental? You tried to transient into Kyoka. You went the corner? I see. Intentional. I mean, spicy. This is something I would not have done, but... Okay. I respect it. Cash out? Mr. Xseleon? Routing? Into nothing? Okay. No. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna criticize it too much because you know that you know how to route. It's just very unfortunate that you routed poorly here. Like at the level that you're playing, which is very high, you're basically playing at GM level. Yeah, I don't need to tell you that you know how to route your combos. You know how to route, most likely. And it just so happened that you routed poorly this time, in this instance. Again, with the wake up, your meaty TK flip on... You're just confused? I mean, it happens. What I'll say is it happens. But you did have like auto combo starter. You should have something stable when you do this. Maybe you were probably confused because your flip cooldown was off, and normally you would go into like, you know, you're just going to like Setsuna right here, TK flip into super. But then because you didn't have TK flip, you have to route into something weird. So yeah, understand. It happens. And you already know I don't like this. I do not like TK flip as Oki. I won't repeat it. Can we learn anything from his? I mean, this is just... Because habits can be fixed. True. Yeah. You can consciously try to deal with this. I like that you hold this. This is plus. That's correct. I mean, this is like a little bit slow, but I think you have the right idea to try to take your turn back. Like right here is good. Like once he backdashes, I think it's fine to try to take your turn like this. Oh my god. Reaction super. Alright, I forgot he... Okay, whoops! I forgot! He kinda clean. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I mean, sometimes I just throw that out and hope that people don't have reactions, which is like, you know, 99% of people. Unfortunately, Kilvenz is part of the 0.01%. He's very good. And he's very, very good at reacting with super. Yeah. I don't think that is healthy to do that. Yeah, I think you're right. Especially if they have like a super that is like full screen. Like you can't do that against Lucy for sure. You know. Sometimes you can do that against people like Narmaya who don't have a reaction super. Gotta go. Alright, I'll see you later, Xseleon. Thank you for the games. And I will continue to VOD review a little bit more. It'll probably go a little bit faster. Damn, it's already an hour 30 minutes and we're 5 minutes into a 12-minute video. How is this possible? This is supposed to be okay, whatever. It's crazy, bro. Lots of content? Yeah, I mean, I just have a lot to say. Especially playing Norm. It's hard to react to Flip? Don't worry, Chans. Me too. I play Narmaya and it's still difficult for me to react. I think this is so unhealthy. Like, you already got in, like with H flip here. You can definitely take your turn. You're +2. I think opting to jump introduces like an unnecessary amount of like danger. You could just take the plus frames here. The fact that he didn't BC you is astonishing, honestly. So you're +2. You just 6XL after this. Take your turn. Like, that's what exactly what I was about to say. Like, very far close medium is so good as an anti-air that she's, you know, it's easy enough for them to react to this jump in. And sure enough, there you go. there goes the close medium. I low-key I kinda need to study some Ferry gameplay too, so you beat up the blue one, I'm down to learn. Oh, good roll. I wonder if Xseleon is reacting to this, to the EX flash. Cause that's pretty good. It's a good punch. Oh my god. He just sends it, bro. Okay. I mean, it worked out, but it's kind of scary. It's kind of reaction. It's an easy reaction. I see. I mean, I can't react to it. If I wanted to react to like the then I probably have to like lab it out. It's not something I can do naturally, that's for sure. This is like, damn. The fact that Xseleon just gave up his pressure here is so sad. Like right here, 2L, and he decides to go into auto combo. And it has to be an accident. If it's not an accident, then you're like, this is just unacceptable. No, because you just, first of all, I'm glad that it worked out. That you got the knockdown, but then people can fuzzy block the high-low setup relatively easy. Like I attempt to block the high-low setup, and if I can do it, then like everyone can do it, you know. So, and Narn's pressure right here is so good. Like, when you have this position, this is exactly when you don't want to auto combo. He's right here, 5L. Yeah, there's plenty of space that you can do from here. So you don't need to go into auto combo here. I'm glad it worked out. But yeah, your goal would have done L flip, and that shit would have worked. I'll tell you. You got DP'd. There's nothing. Sometimes you just get DP'd. It happens. Damn, these fairies do be doing this though, bro. Like they're like 2 you be whiffing and they just press afterwards. Fucking diabolical. But I'm too slow to react to it. But we could, in theory, punish them for it. Yeah. I actually spent some time. One of those things, because I had a fairy that sat there and did 2U to me all day. Even if it whiffed, they would just press 2U into 2U up to like 2 to 3 times. And I lost. And I went to a lab and then tried to whiff punch it, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. I did that. I tried to do it in training mode and it was difficult. Man. I mean, yeah. Yeah. What I learned in the Ferry matchup, I actually got much better at the Ferry matchup, and the answer to the Ferry matchup that I found was just to flip more because it goes over there. This is the one matchup where you probably see me flip as much as other norms. It's kind of good because it'll go over there, you know, the ones that they like to use. They like to use 2M, they like to use 2U, and flip will go over all of that, you know, reliably. Because, you know, they're throwing out normals in neutral, why can't you flip in neutral? That's why I can't choke. I don't know. I feel like if you wanted to, like, gain position here, you should be opting to BC instead of DP here. Like, you just want to get back your turn and you want to force this position that you have because you're closer to the corner. You should burn BC instead of DP. I think DP is an unnecessary risk here, especially at this range, because if you DP here and you miss, you lose, right? Doesn't the Ferry kill you after this? I think so. No? Really? Oh, just kidding. Psych. Yeah. Like, at this HP threshold, yeah, this is just... I think DP here is, like, unnecessary risk. If you want to DP... like, what are we trying to catch here? I just don't understand. Like, this is a max range. Like, another... Like, Ferry can't do another close heavy from this range. So, it's not like you're trying to DP within a block string, for instance. So I feel like this DP is unwarranted in a lot of ways. Like, sometimes Ferries will do a close heavy into close heavy, but that one's too far already, so another close heavy is not gonna come out. Either way, I think that BC is a much better option for you to retake the corner. And the fact that you can die from one combo here after the DP is probably what seals the deal. Oh, pain. But Xseleon did say that he was working on not using BC. But okay, but if you don't use BC, that doesn't mean that you should be using DP. Just so we're clear. I think it's healthy to not rely on BC as a defensive option, but that doesn't mean that you go to DP. You just gotta hold more stuff. Oh, good. Oh! Okay. That's a very interesting neutral jump. I wonder what he's looking for here. He does 6XL, close medium, which is plus or minus 0, and he opts to jump here. Neutral jump here. Missing some throws? Yeah. I don't know about this. Like, the fact that he's getting away with this is already quite good. Like, a Ferry, this is a free BC, but the Ferry holds it. First of all, he's spot dodging. I think it's good enough that he tried to 6L here. Actually, it's probably fine. But you could probably throw here because he tried to spot dodge. 6L, close medium. Neutral jump is just like, I feel like this neutral jump is not good. When you're like already having pressure, the neutral jump resets this, and then you've lost agency when you did this. I mean, I wouldn't exactly jump towards the Ferry, but I would have held my ground. Because now, the Ferry, when you land, is just going to take control. Like, exactly right, like right here. Second time blue one is spot dodge and plus one block flip. True. Good question. Why are you spot dodging there? You like, most people, like some norms will try to tick throw. I don't know what he's like looking to beat with that. It's a good question. It just seems like a bad spot dodge. But yeah, right here, I think this neutral jump just gives up too much agency. I would have probably done close medium. Like close medium here is fine. I probably would have pushed out 2M, which may have whiffed, but ideally probably switch to Genji and do Setsuna, or Genji 2M into Setsuna or something like that. But I feel like giving up your turn is not correct. Or just do a close medium into a 6XL. Another 6XL would have been okay. It would have been fine. Yeah, this is exactly... And now you're like fighting against Ferry, who is... Or you're applying pressure onto you. You have to play his neutral again. Oh. Okay. Ah, no! Xseleon, I know that you know the route. You have to stay in this stance. You cannot switch here. He did press 2U. He was just not in the right stance. Oh, there's so much damage left on the table. Actually, you don't even need to press 2U, but 2U does make it stable. But because I'm pretty sure you're in a close position here, and you've been fine. But yeah, that doesn't work. You need counter 2U. You want to pick that up? Okay, Xseleon. This is already the second time I've seen this, where you do this, and you're going into auto combo, and ending your turn. Okay, if you're gonna do triple attack, you can at least do the low. Okay, just so we're clear, maybe this was just a mistake, and you were just mashing, and then it just comes out like that. It does happen. But if you're going to do this, first of all, I don't like that you went to auto combo. If you're in this position, sometimes you try to 5L into close heavy, and you're trying to frame trap them. But if you're in Genji stance, you actually have the option to go into better options other than auto combo. I mean, the auto combo ender, because you can do use Setsuna, or you can do regular Setsuna and use it as a frame trap at the very least. Because right now, it's not even a frame trap. He's just gonna wait for the auto combo to end and take his turn back. Because this, so I would at least try to burn Setsuna as a frame trap, or use Setsuna to take back your turn. Because sometimes you do try to fish with close light, close heavy, and that's fine. But you have the meter to burn. You don't want to end your turn, especially against a Ferry. And even if you did accidentally go into auto combo, you gotta at least go into like the low. It's a true string, and sometimes people just be blocking high. It's literally there are no downsides to pressing low. So yeah, now this Ferry just gets out for free. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I like that you take this turn back here. But I'm kind of surprised that you try to jump. Because you just do 6XL after this, and because you're +4, you'll frame trap whatever he presses. Even at this range, it'd been fine. Yeah, I'm guessing that you try to go for a tick throw. But remember, if you jump in with a jump in normal, you're gonna be like +10. So you have to burn. You have to burn 10 frames before you can throw him. This is why jumping into a throw is not very good. Like, yeah, I had to guess that's what he wanted. Like, he tried to dash up again instead of frame trap, and if he had frame trapped him, he would have won here. Like, you do, JU into 2M, that's plenty, that's fine. Like, this dude is mashing. He burns G in your face is crazy. The fact that he threw G in your face is illegal. Go into auto combo again, but this time you cancel the flip. I mean, okay. This is minus and he... Okay, and then he just UDPs anyways. No one knows what L flip does, I guess. This is a good match. It's acceptable. So I feel like he's slow on the run-up. So I think this is fine, even though he... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have matched it too. Oh, okay. I gotta ask if if there's a reason why Xseleon doesn't go into like the loop in this loop later, or if Xseleon watches this later and sees my commentary, I feel like I have not seen you go into the loop in this loop even once. And the loop in this loop is really, really good. So I would like to hear your reasoning if you're not using it, because it does more damage than this, and it gives you stable Oki. Try tick throw. Okay, fair. Oh, okay. Not necessary. I think because he was already committed to the jump, Xseleon just felt like he needed to do something. But yeah, that's not too healthy. Oh, what can we do? I think you could have stood your ground there, and you didn't have to jump in. So you're in counter stance. Counter stance is not ideal, but you can opt to flip somewhere in here, and which is what I hope that you do. Oh, okay, that's fine. I think this is a acceptable BBC because then you get a guaranteed counter hit. Good to go. Yeah, this is what I was saying. I think that he should have flipped like around here-ish. Like I feel like there's so many opportunities that you should just be trying to flip. Like the EV, you could just win off of this flip, bro. Like Ferry has to commit to some normals, and then this flip is gonna like go through like everything. Yeah, it's +3. Correct. This is pretty good. He tried to mash here. I am honestly a little surprised that Xseleon went for the throw here. He did this last time and it failed him. So he does JU, which is probably gonna land you into +10. He has to kill some frames, and then he delays enough to throw though. So kind of scary. If I was in his position, what I would have done was I probably would have come down with a TK flip and try to go for chip here. I feel like there's so many. Xseleon has so many resources that he doesn't have to go for a throw. I feel like going for a throw is unnecessary risk here. Block the air hit, U flip. I mean, I think that's fine too. I think that'd been acceptable. But he did show before that he was reacting to the U flip, so yeah, it's a little dangerous to try to use a U skill against the blue one, at least from what he's shown before. Because he just killed the U flip just a bit ago. You think the throw is good here? I mean, it worked out, so I can't complain too much. Throw might change the fuzzy. Interesting. Interesting. So you think the throw is good? I see. I definitely would have probably tried to play it differently. The throw worked, so I can't complain too much. But he does, Xseleon does have 100 meter, and he could probably work with it. That's my thought. And he's very close to chip. Seox puts blue one on chip. That's true. Honestly, the more I think about it, you might be right. Like, if he red text now, then she's basically checkmated. Because if he red text here, then Xseleon is just going to SSBA, and there's nothing that you can do. You just lose. So the only way out for blue one here was to mash. If Xseleon decides to throw. I see. Maybe the throw is better than I think. Yeah. he has to add a true tech or he has to mash out. And like calling mashing out a good idea is kind of scary. I think the blue one probably should have attempted to start BC, you know. Like this hit is really high, so I actually think Xseleon is like late on the jump. It looks like he's low too. Like I think this is like a little bit delayed because for this hit right here, I think you can BC this. He might be off by a little bit. So if I was blue one, I'd probably BC. I'm about to die anyways, bro. I got 3 BP. I just burned that shit. So, like if I was blue one, you should just burn down to 0. Like what you got to lose, bro? So you saving this for the next round or what? Yeah, good throw. I changed my mind. The throw is acceptable. I think there are other ways to win that, but the throw it seems less and less bad the more I think about it. A good 6L. I mean 6M. What is he doing here? Tries to spa dodge the 6XL. That shit never works. Never. I never get that shit to work, and then I find FE Alter spa dodging my 6XL and punishing me. I'm like, bro, this is not fair. It's not fair. So the blue one is like me. Unfortunately, unable to. No! I'm kind of surprised. Okay. So Xseleon does get this. Like, I think he may or may not be in range, but you, as Narmaya, if you're not sure, you can basically always pick up the conversion with 2U. But if you want to pick this up, then that means normally you have to spend the Raging Strike. I don't think Xseleon is like attempting this at all. Like there's no way that you only use 2U. And like at least if you use 2U, you gotta end in DP. Like there's a couple routing issues here that I need to explain. First of all, if you use 2U, you probably want to be using Raging Strike to confirm into so you can switch back to Genji stance. If you're in Genji stance, then you can do 2M into Setsuna and then convert like into a full combo. So with Raging Strike you can convert. But maybe you don't want to use Raging Strike, right? If you pick up with 2U, then you have to DP here. The fact that he just doesn't do anything, this is just not. And then if you want to gamble and say that you do think that you're in range, then you can just do 5L instead. You just assume that you're gonna hit and do 5L into 5H. If you think that you're in range, sometimes you're not in range, and it happens. But if you want to convert into a full combo, then you need to be routing in a way that makes sense. Like the fact that he does 2U and doesn't convert into anything. This is a routing issue. Oh my god, what a flip. Holy. That is crazy. Nah, that's so good. What the fuck? Damn. He just decides to crush. Okay, whatever. I feel like I would have never done that, bro. That is a crazy, interesting option. Broken ass flip. That's my goat, Fox the Reaper. Tech right there. Xseleon been watching the goat. The goat approves. Standoff. Fair enough. Well, there goes loop in this loop. I like. Xseleon does go into the loop in this loop. It's just sometimes he doesn't. Or what's going on here? he drops. It's fine. It happens. Like technically, you can use Kagura 5M there, and you do 5M 5M into other Oki. So it's fine. It's just he just drops. It happens. This is good. Hey yo, Xseleon, you do know how to do this. 5L into TK flip. I think this is an excellent option that people should be doing. Like he has already shown that he is willing to take throw off of a 5L and doing 5L into TK flip. Ah, so good. Like just because it didn't like kill him right here, doesn't mean it's bad. This is way better than just like trying to like TK flip at your Oki. So, it was excellent. I like that a lot. I feel like okay, this following. Yeah, I just think that like doing it at all is good, because if you do it like that, then it acts as like frame trap. Because you're +5 and then the TK flip is 9 frames at its fastest, so it beats like every option if you do it instantly. So you can't mash the TK flip, so it beats mash and it beats throw that way. So 5L into instant TK flip is a good option. It's a solid option. It like OS is against like everything. Okay, but right here, what happens after is kind of weird. I think Xseleon is trying to go for more. Like, imagine if Xseleon is not here, but he does 5L right here, and he gets hit afterwards, which means that most likely he was trying to dash up. Like, he's in dash motion right here, right? And I think he's in, this is throw motion right here. I think he's trying to throw the Ferry, but you can't represent throw after you've already spent the TK flip. You know what I'm saying? It becomes so much less, dangerous. So trying to reset off afterwards was ambitious. I think you could have just done, like, if you try to reset with 5L, it'd be more acceptable. If you're trying to throw here, it's pretty bad. I would rather you have tried to frame trap, and then you get your nothing happens here. BC 5L, and I think you try to throw again. I think this is throw motion again. Okay. You're addicted to the run up throw, Xseleon. Your flip is still on cooldown. Like, if you had just done 5L into 2M, it'd have been okay, I think. I'm also surprised that I feel like the only time that I've seen Xseleon try to throw is off of 5L. He doesn't use like 2L or any other button to tick throw off of. He doesn't do 5M into tick throw. He doesn't do like Genji 5M into tick throw. He doesn't do 2L into tick throw. He doesn't do Setsa into tick throw. He only ticks throws off of 5L. So I don't know. I also haven't seen Xseleon try to do like 5L into like bait with backdash. I mean, he's been getting mashed out, so it doesn't matter. But if he's gonna tick throw, then with 5L, he should also be representing another way to throw bait. Because sometimes, I will backdash as well. Because, TK flip is not your only throw bait, you just backdashes. If you represent something, or if it's on cooldown. And that would have been fine. But it doesn't look like I see any dash motion, like any backdash motion. I feel like that's an option that he is lacking. He loses a lot this. Oh! Rip. Ferry getting grabbed, feels bad. No! Okay. Oh. I feel this flip so scary. What's Xseleon trying to press here? I don't understand. Like, if you want to flip, then you should be H flipping instead of L flipping, because L flip doesn't get you anywhere, unless he's trying to call, like, he's trying to crush far medium again or something. Also, just so we're clear, very far light is minus, so you're usually free to be pressing against it. I got in the habit of pressing far medium after Ferry presses far light to great success. Oh, no, it confirmed. You're so close. Oh, so God, he had it. If he had canceled into anything, Xseleon. What were you? I wonder what Xseleon was pressing here. Like in this position. I mean, to be fair, I would have pressed it all the way back here. Like when he did this. I can't believe that he ran up after Kagura to him. Anyways. But like right here, for instance. He does 5L, 2M. And then, what was Xseleon's plan when he hit this? Like, did he just plan to 2M into, like, run up? Wait, like, when you press a button that's minus, what was he expecting to happen? Like, first of all, if he expected to hit, then he should be able to confirm it, right? But if he's expecting it on block, was he just gonna end his turn doing nothing? Like, you can also, like, my plan right here in his position would be to 5L, 2M, and then use Setsuna. And which would have killed? First of all, it kills him because he got hit. And second of all, it puts him closer to chip. So I'm not sure what Xseleon wanted to do here. Like when you press a button, you want to be thinking about like what to do next, like if it connects. Like there's no way that you press this button and just didn't do anything with it. You know, on block and on hit, you have to be ready to. Like you swing something, you have to think about like what happens afterwards. Like he was just thinking that he was gonna hit 2M and then the Ferry was gonna do nothing, or he was just gonna give it his turn. Like you have to at least be able to contest it. Like what happens? I don't understand. So definitely want to try to have a plan for when you, especially when you press a button that's minus. Like when he did K2M right here, this is plus, and you have decisions on what you can do here because you're plus. You know, he has to respect the plus frames, so you can opt to swing, you can run up, that you can cancel into stuff, I guess. But either way, he has to respect you. But when you do something like this, there's nothing to respect when you're minus. Like if he had blocked this, he's just gonna take back his turn. So especially when you're like swinging something minus, you want to make sure that you have like a game plan in mind. Oh no, he's so fast. Oh rep. Damn, that shit wasn't even like that reactable. Okay, maybe it was, I don't know. I feel like I would. No, he's good. He's so good. I wonder if you could bait this out with like a transient into like empty transient. But he might have been too fast even for that. Oh. True, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Extra like right here? M Setsuna? Okay, I didn't even catch that, but then you could just die right here for doing M Setsuna. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things that's a little dangerous here. Like maybe with Xseleon, I'm not sure. Maybe we just move on. But yeah, M-Sets in there is very, very dangerous. I think this was unfortunate. But understandable. Simple input reaction, true. Great time. Oh my goodness. I feel like Xseleon does this a lot. Where when some of his neutral options are like jumping into people. I feel like this is a little scary. Nar's jump and buttons are very, very bad. So like maybe what Xseleon's thinking when he jumps here is that he's gonna send in sheep. Like the intention matters here. But this means like that Xseleon would have to believe that Greg is going to do 6XL into nothing into sheep, you know? So the fact that Greg didn't, I'm not sure. I feel like this is very ambitious of a jump. If he did press sheep, then he would have won, but it had to be quite the read. Also at this point, you really can't afford to at least make it like non-counter hits. Like the moment, let's say that Xseleon had planned to try to call a sheep, right? And he jumps, he sees that a sheep has not been thrown. You should not be pressing a button. If you get a counter hit, it could lead to so much more damage for like characters in general. So just don't press a button. You're not gonna win. Narm jumping is like fucking awful anyways. So it's just so bad. We're not winning that shit. Oh no, hit confirm from Greg. Yeah, another 2H is amazing. It's really good. Okay, fair. Really good TK flip, I like that. Oh, tries to call it the jump. It fails. Narm air buttons moment. Let's think about this. I mean, he tried, but this shit is like fucking. Maybe. I wonder if he wanted to throw instead. But his Xselion's reaction is good actually. It's just so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Alright, I'll see you later, Ophidian. Can non-reaction to use the fireball? I don't know. I know you can't reaction to the U fireball. But the regular fireball? I'm not sure. I want to say no. I think it doesn't punish. I mean, you could get past it and B+. I think it's possible. I mean, the thing is like if I'd rather you just use 2-1-4U, the U transient as a call out. I use 2-1-4U in this matchup sometimes, and it's pretty good. It's better than U flip. And avoid the punish. The Genji 2-1-4U, like U transient, not that. Oh, drop. Alright, Xseleon, what you got? How you get out of this position? Far light. Is it 6XM? Okay. Not terrible. Oh my. Oh! There's no way that you throwing heavy and didn't confirm this. Xseleon. That was a godlike mash. I cannot believe you. Okay, if for anyone here, if you press heavy, you absolutely need to be ready. Like, you have to press heavy with understanding that if you hit it, you gotta cash that shit out. You can't press heavy and like do nothing with this, you know? Like, you know that you're pressing a gigantic button that's super dangerous, and if it hits, you should be able to cash this out. So like when he pressed heavy and got that counter hit, he should have been able to like H flip for a swap combo and probably either kill or come close to killing. Like normal counter hit, close heavy with corner and SSBA will do like 10k, you know. So I think he like probably queued this up. This canceled so early that he must have buffered it. So I'm thinking that he buffered, thinking it was gonna be far heavy. Like right here, he swang right here, like you're right there. You see, he swang far heavy, and he's probably buffering 236L, and he does it again, thinking it's gonna far heavy gonna come out, and he's just buffering 236L. But I think that anytime you press a big button, like that, you should be ready. You should not be buffering stuff. Buffering is for buttons like 2U, 2M, far medium. But far heavy, I would not be buffering. Even if it's like a far heavy, you gotta be ready. Yeah. also think that this is like, imagine that he did was, let's think about it. Like, let's say that he's pressing far heavy and buffering into 236L. What does that accomplish? Well, like, if this hits on block, he's gonna be -5. You know, I think that if you're gonna press a button, you should be pressing it in a way that gives you some sort of advantage, and other than like hoping that it lands on hit. And if you think it lands on hit, then you should be thinking about confirming it instead of buffering a button. So if you're gonna buffer, like, you know, so you need to think about why you're pressing this. Like, if it's on block and to try to get out, like 236L does not get you out. I would much rather you press far heavy and buffer flip instead if you're gonna do something like that, you know. This pause looks funny. True. So if he wanted to buffer something, I would much rather him buffer like 226H. I mean 214H to try and flip out. And if he did do that, then he would have gotten out of this. He would have got, if he had buffered flip here, this would have been fine. Yeah, that's huge damage. So if he wants to try to get out, I would much rather him use flip. The only time you would buffer 236L, I don't know, dude. I feel like I would never buffer that shit. I don't know if I would buffer that shit almost ever. You just wait. I think that you should be confirming here. If you want to get out, you use flip. And if you want to catch someone like trying to approach you, you use 2U into spot dodge so you can get a safe jump. You know, these are like the options here. Or you just press 5L. I'm kind of surprised that Xseleon even pressed heavy at all here. He sees him approaching, presses heavy instead of light. Like when we have, you know, Kara 5L. So there's a lot of interesting decisions here. But he definitely should have done flipping. Hey yo, what's up, leg speed? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good evening. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, okay. Let's calm down. I don't know what you're thinking here, Xseleon. This had to have been a mistake. Yeah, I was thinking double flip route would kill too. Double flip route does about 10k. If you do optimal, it does like 10,500 or something. So it is a mistake, surely. Yeah, there's just no reason to use the H choker here. Let's try to imagine what he was thinking. Why would he press? The only reason I can think of is that he thought he was in Genji stance and he tried to Setsuna. Maybe. Otherwise, or maybe he tried to input flip and it got him H choker. But yeah, there's no reason to do this. It's very punishable. It's -8. It's light work for Greg. Oh shit, that was so clean. That was so good. Setsuna here with punished with sheep. Nah, he did this shit intentionally. And so Setsuna has awful cooldown, awful recovery. I mean, it's so bad that it gets punished by full screen sheep. But it is good on Greg's part in the recognition there. That's messed up. I'm kind of surprised. Just so we're clear, let me bring this up. Oops, my bad. So I am 90% sure I'm right, but just in case I'm not right, Setsuna, the startup of Setsuna is 14 on L and 15 on H Setsuna. So there is no reason you should be using H Setsuna over L Setsuna as your answer. Just so we understand. Do not use, like, if you're trying to call stuff out, H Setsuna is not faster, it's slower by 1 frame. And he tried to use H Setsuna here. First of all, you really need that cooldown. Setsuna is OP, and we need it. Do not use H Setsuna in neutral unless unless you're converting off of into a combo or something. So there's no reason to use H Setsuna here. If you want to call something out, use L Setsuna. Essentially, never use H Setsuna in neutral. Okay. Damn, this is so dangerous. This is so dangerous. I just want to be clear that I do not condone this behavior of transient into flip. It works out in Xseleon's favor and it works out in the favor of many Narms, but if I review you, I'm gonna complain about this. I mean, it works out, but yeah. If you're going to do this and not go into a setup, then you might as well go into 236M. That's what I play. I'm kind of surprised that he goes into, he is probably autopiloting the 2M there, but you know, he has 5L. He does not come. I think it's fine. It's fine. We don't have to nitpick this because I would probably do that too. 5L into 2M is an autopilot route that you know, auto confirms for you, and he confirms the 2M, which is excellent. That's good. But if you confirm it, then at this range you should probably be using 236M. You can use 236L, but you have to do it with the setup in mind almost always. Because if you're just gonna do normal Oki, then you're just losing 600 damage for no reason. So there's just damage left on the table, and all he's doing is 2L Oki. In fact, this is a little bit more dangerous if you're going to do 2L Oki, because you're only like plus 17. So there's a chance that you know, you just fuck up. There's a chance for error here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Xseleon, you sure do like your flip into attempt to throw. So you're plus 4 here. And you attempt to throw here. I see that. He walks it back. I feel like people walking back is very common. Or maybe Xseleon was just stun locked because 99% of people would BC that. But if you're plus 4, just take the turn. And I think that's better. Like, is there anything to do here? He starts spamming like sheep. This is pretty difficult for Narm to deal with. One of the things about Narm is this launching sheep, the Setsuna will not clash with it. It just loses. Narm just loses to this. So Setsuna does clash with this sheep, but the riding one, it doesn't clash. Like that one. Are you trying to press 2L here? Interesting. Alright, I think this is... Xseleon should know, or maybe knows now, that you're in this range. 2Ls. I think he press 2L there. It's not gonna work. Oh my god, you Kyoka is crazy work. Oh, insane. Okay, I'm pretty sure he wanted you Setsuna, but you know what? If you wanted you Kyoka intentionally, that's crazy, Xseleon. You're a beast. To call that out. I think that's acceptable. I think this is acceptable. I think that this is unacceptable. If you're -2, you do not need to do it. First of all, okay, I'm pretty sure Xseleon knows that this is bad, but I'm gonna go through it anyways. Alright? She's just letting it rip. Like, this is a position that I try to teach like very often. This particular position right here is really good for Norm. First of all, he held the medium Setsuna, and you have, if he holds the medium Setsuna here, then you have plus 10, so you can just come up and do pressure again. You don't have, like, what is going on here? Did I see this right? He does this medium Cessna plus 10 into a minus move. There's just no way. Breathe. This is rage bait gameplay. True. You know what? Yeah, true. Oh, Xseleon fed this to me on purpose so he could, because it's rage bait gameplay. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, M Cessna's plus 10. You can just run pressure afterwards, and you'll be fine. You can. It's plus 10 is like super greedy. You can even run up in 5L from here. 6-6M in the corner is very bad. Just so you know, if you want to catch someone low, which I do understand, because sometimes people stand up or try to take their turn, right? And that's okay. And you want to catch them low, you can just use 2U, and 2U is an excellent button here. Like imagine in this stance right here, you have the M Cessna, you held it already. You're plus 10, and what are your options here? Your options are you can frame trap them with far heavy. You can run up and do 5L. You can do 6-6L. If you want to catch them low, you're in Genji stance, so you can do 2U into spot dodge, or 2U into, because you have the Cessna still up, you can do 2U into H Cessna as a frame trap, or you can do 2U into U Cessna to continue your plus frames as well. So you have a lot of options here. 6M is especially bad because if they block it, then you're punishable in their face. At least if you do 2U max range and you do spot dodge, it's very, very difficult for people to call that out. Like, unless you're like fucking Starlix, most people are not going to be react to the spot dodge from there. Yeah. So there's like a lot of potential here. Like there's plus 10. You do not need to use a minus move. And if you do want to catch them sweeping, which I understand, I do this all the time too. You think that someone's gonna stand up, or they're gonna press like they're gonna move forward or stand up, you just press 2U. 2U is very, very good. Okay, and then he just lets it rip. Not only do you use a DP, like, okay, Greg messed here because he's pressing 2L, but if you're gonna deal with the situation afterwards, you should probably be pressing U Kyoka. I mean UDP, because this will lose to lows, right? So a little dangerous. Somehow it works. This current HCP is just bad because it loses to lows, and I don't like using it. I basically almost never use Kagura HDP. That shit is terrible. I really do for. Oh my god! Xseleon with the absolute insane call out. With close heavy into spot dodge, attempting to deal with BC most likely. I think you whiffed the thing. This is not even on contact. So Xseleon had queued this shit up. He was already ready regardless of if it was gonna get hit him or not. But I think the idea that he wanted was he's gonna block, you know, Greg was gonna block the close heavy and then he was gonna BC it. And I think that if you're gonna call that out, then you should just use U flip, because we have the option to deal with BC already, and that's game winning if you do it. Like if just say you block the BC, it doesn't mean like you get punished for it. In fact, you don't get punished for it. But if you do 5H into U flip to call it BC, then you win. You know. So it's all about like the intention here. Like, why is Xseleon spot dodging? Is the question. And if he did close heavy into spot dodge, he's most likely trying to deal with BC. And if you want to deal with BC, then you should be U flipping. You know. Like, it's equal amounts of dangerous. Like if you guess wrong, like you're spot dodging in his face, you're probably gonna die as the same way if they called out U flip. So you might as well use the option that grants you the win. So if you're baiting BC, keep it in mind that we have a BC bait that can win us the game. If you're dodging with the intention of dealing with UDP, I guess that's different. If you think that he's doing, but then why would you close heavy here? I don't know. It's a little off. But if you think that he's going to UDP and you spot dodge, okay, it's fine. All right, but then you should probably be blocking. That means that you don't need to commit to this spot dodge, and you can just block. So basically, I don't think there's any reason to spot dodge here. It doesn't really cover any of the options. Like imagine that the close heavy did connect on block with Greg, right? Then he couldn't. That means that he cannot DP. He can't because he's in blocks. Then there's no point. He's not doing it on wake up, right? Because he's swaying the heavy. And if he wanted to bait BC, then he can U flip here. Yeah, so there's just no reason to dodge here. It's just unnecessary risks, and none of the reward for it. Like he could have died, but he just didn't. How do you get out? You are in Kagura stance. What is your choice to get out, Xseleon? Representing flip is a good idea. Trying to get back into Genji is also a good idea. Reaction super. Oh shit. He might be him. Damn, I can't believe that kid didn't kill. Are you kidding me? That's so sad. Oh no way. Alright, I like it though. Kind of spicy. I would expect it to land. Okay. That's fair. But yeah, I think the situation afterwards is probably fine. Like Xseleon is holding quite a bit. He probably had the had it in mind to win with a reversal DP. I mean reversal super. Like he's already primed. He's ready. Like that's his game plan, and I think that's okay. And that's a good reaction. Just unfortunate that it didn't kill. He eventually gets a win. And does he, the way that he wins, is it okay? I think the answer is yes. Just Setsuna here. Nothing fancy. You have to be wary of like if he had used flip here. But I think it's acceptable that he does Setsuna here. I think it's okay. Like if he flips, it's not in reaction. So just one prediction. Oh, what the heck. Well, there we go. Go back and see. I wonder if he's trying to whip punch this, but just like nothing came out. Because you can see him pressing 2, and he's probably trying to press 2M. Oh my god, Setsuna in his face, Xseleon, is kind of spicy, bro. I would not have pressed Setsuna here. He is very, 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 very close to you. Okay. Maybe he wanted DP. I think that's good. I think that's fine. Just fails the fuzzy mash. Anila combos. Safe jump. Oh, good mash. That shit don't combo, so sad. I feel like 2L chaining into 5L is not stable, Xseleon. So usually if I'm doing 2L in Genji stance, I recommend just queuing up Yu Setsuna, which should connect on counter hit. Like, let me see. Alright, so it doesn't block. Counter hit all hits. Actually, I wonder if it connects on. We can check on non-counter hit first. Block out the initial hit. Yeah, so this is true. I'm not crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you want to do something like this. So it works even on a non-counter hit. Because the problem with Genji 2L is that sometimes this won't reach, or it's really unstable. Like that. Yeah, it doesn't reach. So something to keep in mind. 2L is a good mashup button, but it's just that like Genji 2L is pretty good. It's actually pretty solid, but yeah, you just can't follow with Genji 5L because Genji 5L is bad. It's not very good. So I recommend using Yusetsu. Oh my god. Oh, good conversion. I guess this is fine. Like, I probably would have spent BP here. It's okay if you don't, but I do want to point out that I would have spent BP here. Like, you're probably dead anyways. You have three. Like, wait, what are we saving it for, you know? So I just do damage. If you spend 1 BP and 50 meter, you can almost get corner to corner carry. Not really. It's more like 60%, but it's pretty good. It's acceptable. Jump in. BD. This is a safe jump. 2M. What is your follow-up here, Xseleon? Attempting to... I'm guessing 6XL. It looks like here. So you're +1. But... yeah. 6XL is like, okay. But I probably would have used like Genji 2M from that range. Genji 2M will reach. This flip is kind of interesting. Like, why does Xseleon flip here? Maybe he thinks that like Greg is gonna try to close the distance with 6XL, but I feel like Greg has shown that he's not really willing to press advantage with 6XL. He's down to just spam stuff. Tries to whip punish the H flip, but H flip is broken. Wish confirmed. This is probably close to death. Yeah, I don't think you can kill, but you can probably get him down to like 10%. You go for it. This is within throw range. See what Xseleon does first. Okay, I don't really agree with the sequence at all. First of all, there's like a lot of meter left over. First, I would have gone to Loopless Loop. You know, the 5L 5H sequence right here. But I think he's close to... yeah, this is within throw range of like death, right? Like a throw will kill here, right? I'm almost certain that that's a kill. That's a throw kill range from Xseleon's combo. You don't think it'll kill? I think it's close. Okay, maybe it doesn't. But Narm could route in a way that could go into the throw range, because this combo is just objectively less damage. So I really have to like wonder like what Xseleon's cooking here, because where is he? He starts with what, like close light? Like close light? Like, you could do this. Right? Like, let me turn off the thing. HP recovery. Actually, I'm almost certain that this is kill range. Now that I'm mapping it out, it's gonna kill, bro. Like, Scott on RJ, so like what's 40? Something like that. How much did he have? 46 on starting. So I need him in the corner. And I need to sum this off. Try disable this. Do this. Turn this off. Turn this playback off. Position reset off. Alright, 46 here. I feel like that's surely a kill. It's 473. I think it's a kill. I think Xseleon should have gone for it. Something like that. It's pretty close. No? But yeah, if that doesn't kill, then you have a TK flip afterwards to put him into chip, and then it puts him within kill range. But yeah, I think like one thing I noticed that Xseleon doesn't do, just in general from watching all these videos, it's not something that I could have confirmed like from watching all the earlier sets, is that I don't think that Xseleon really goes for like close kill combos. He's willing to just go for like a stable combo like this, but there's a lot left on the table. There's definitely a lot left here. Like Ike said, like this might not even be in throw range, and that's like the very bare minimum that you need to do to, if you're this close to killing him, that you need to get him into throw range. Like even if you use this combo and then do the luminous loop, you can restand at least one more time here. You know, like instead of being in Kagura stance, you could be in Genji stance and do a restand for another auto combo, and then you're definitely in the throw range. Like what did you do with this meter is the question. And this is why I played it out at first, to see what you did with the meter. And when you did this, and you just didn't do anything, I thought maybe you were trying to chip him down with like use Setsuna or something like that, or try to reset your turn, but you just don't spend the meter at all. And then you H flip. The H flip in neutral, like this accomplishes nothing and gives them like a free, gives them a free BC. Like he's just waiting for an opportunity to get out for free, and now you give it to him with this H flip. It's unnecessary, and especially when you had all this pressure to begin with. You know, it's unfortunate that you missed this, but like it's still, you know, you still have good advantage here, and you have meter. Like from here, it's still neutral, and you have corner pressure. You can switch into, you can 6XL him, like a match range 6XL, into Genji 2M, or you can switch to Genji and do some like Setsuna pressure. You have meter. You have your Setsuna here, so you can reset and push him down and closer to chip damage. But H flip here just accomplishes nothing. The only way that H flip here works is if he just like lets you apply pressure. But now he is almost dead. He has no incentive to just hold this. He's just gonna let it rip. Like he's about to be dead. He's just gonna spend BP for fun, bro. Yeah, I mean this is unfortunate. Like this is a call out. It's not your fault that you lost this interaction with Xseleon. Like don't be not throwing out Setsuna just because people get spayed out. I mean it does happen sometimes. Like maybe you can switch into Genji stance and you can fake out that you're going into Setsuna, because you know, you see, if I see a Narm go into Setsuna, I mean go into Genji at this range, like what are they gonna do? They're gonna use Setsuna here. So I feel like it's no wonder that Greg opts to jump right here. So I feel like it's an easy call that the tower is too easy. You're at such an optimal range, you're standing still, you switch to Genji stance, yeah, he's gonna send Setsuna, you know. So you could try to play the mind game here and switch to Genji and like do nothing, and then call out the 2H here. But I feel like you're probably on autopilot and you just wanted to try to chip him out with Setsuna, and it became too obvious when you did this. So something to consider. You don't want to be like too one note. I understand that this is a really good range for Setsuna and you really want to do it, but especially if someone has the ability to call out. Like jumping from here is very very difficult. Like if someone didn't have a neutral skip like Anila, then I think the Setsuna would be better. But from this range, uh, it's good against a lot of the casts. But Anila does have a neutral skip, so yeah, I'd be really careful about it. But yeah. Oh my god. We're really at 3 hours. We really made it 3 hours. This is a 12-minute video. How is it possible? How did we get here, bro? That's crazy. I really thought when I loaded up the stream, it was gonna be like a 45 minutes max. Cause I saw that it was only 12 minutes. So like how long could it possibly go on for? So I was gonna be like 45 minutes, an hour if we go overtime. But yeah, we made it to 3 hours. That's crazy. I think the biggest thing that is maybe missing from Xseleon is, first of all, I think that Xseleon, I think that he's going for too many 5L tick throws. I would like to see some variety in the tick throw. Like 5L dash up throw is very very common and very very easy to mash out of. Like that's a very normal timing because when people do 5L, they're fuzzy mashing for 5H anyways. So even if you don't, let's say that you were able to successfully get in and connect a throw, most likely is going to be red teched, which is like not a win. It's still your advantage, but it's not like the best. But most people are trying to fuzzy mash the 5H anyways, so the effective value for trying to throw after particularly a 5L is very very easy, to map out. So like it's not that good. On a throw, if you want to throw, I would rather you throw off of something less common, something like 5M, like close medium, or a 2L. More commonly, I think I saw you throw off of 2L like maybe once or twice, but I see you try to tick throw off of 5L very very often. It's not that it's like terrible, but it's like it's kind of not that good. You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's like room for like kill routes for how you play. I don't see you burn BP often for like damage, which is in very stark contrast to how I play. Everyone knows here that I just spend BP like it's water. Like I hit you and then I'm like, all right, bet. I guess we're spending a bit of breakpoint, But I basically don't see you spend breakpoints at all. I'm not saying that you should do it every single time, but the fact that there is no resource being used at all sometimes is a little concerning. Especially when you're like trying to close out games. There are a lot of situations where I think you can spend the raging the BP to try to do more damage to get them into a position where you can kill them. Yeah. I say from watching them myself, you see them go for pressure resets a lot. Yeah, true. Yeah, Xseleon does do like a lot of 5L pressure resets, K2M pressure reset. I actually don't see Xseleon go into like Genji for medium very often. Like how I do 2L, 5L, 2M and then to 5M. Like I always do Kagura 2M into Genji 5M, right? As a frame trap. And I don't know if Xseleon is representing that very often. He mostly tries to reset pressure afterwards instead of trying to frame trap. And trying to reset is not like bad, but the fact that he's not representing the frame trap at all makes it easy to read. So yeah, a lot to digest here. But as I come off as critical, but let's to be clear, I want to make sure y'all understand that Xseleon is a beast. He is good. I'm being very critical, but he's very very good, and he's also up against extremely good players. Me and Xseleon play against each other, and we are at least even, I would say. He's about as good as I am, which is to say very very good. I will subscribe to Xseleon, give him 21 followers. Yeah. But Yeah, there is stuff to improve on. Hopefully it was helpful to Xseleon. Hopefully it's interesting to anyone else that was here. How was the content, by the way? So we're basically closing up the stream now. Did y'all enjoy it? Was it interesting? Well, am I just spouting bad advice? I don't know. I was just basically yapping for 3 hours. I really didn't know how the stream would go on, because I didn't know if it would be like interesting. But I also didn't know if I had like anything to say until we really started. I was like, is it really going to be interesting if I just watch the video and be like, you know, just don't do this and don't do that, and we'll be over in like 30 minutes. I thought it'd be like a really short stream. So this is why I kind of held off on the idea. Xseleon asked me to do this like 2 months ago. I was like, man, no one's going to be interested. And I don't really have anything to say. A lot. And it turns out I have a lot to say. Yeah, I think that's the discussion is pretty healthy. Like the things that I'm saying is not objectively correct, and the things that like the decisions I make aren't like perfect either. Like basically anyone that you talk to, even if it's like the best players, you're gonna have like decisions that you're not gonna agree with. And I think it's like really healthy to understand like the different perspectives. Kind of like that time that you were talking about the 2U interaction versus Grans at 5-4 heavy. At first, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm correct. But then we talk about it, like, wait a second, y'all are totally right. I'm about to get counter hit, bro. I'm about to die to that shit. So, like, the discussion is really important. So, it's important to understand, like, my word is not gospel. And we all here as peers, learning from each other. You know. Like watching other people's thought process. I see. You're 60 down still far heavy. I see. You know what? Rage bait gameplay. Anytime you get hit by something weird, it's rage bait. True. People mashing on my +5. That's rage bait. DP on my plus frames. That's rage bait. Reaction SSBA. Believe it or not, that's also rage bait. Anything that goes wrong is rage bait material, Jeremy. You reach enlightenment that way. Alright. Charlotte LDP on Omega Rage Bait? True. Bro, that Charlotte LDP gotta go. The fact that Charlotte LDPs basically combos off of even the lightest anti-air is insanity. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a good connection. It doesn't have to be counter hit. She just like hits you like on a weird jump arc, and then oh, I guess you're getting combo, bro. GG. And then it's a -4 that you can't that you can't throw punish. Huh? So she just LDPs into MDP sometimes. I was like, okay, very cool, very cool. But yeah. All right, we'll call it here. I fucking hate. I hate Charlotte. Man, I don't like Charlotte at all. All in my mind. True. Yeah. Luckily, not that many people play Charlotte, but I think she's like a lot stronger than people think. It's just like, she didn't have a really strong, she didn't have a large player base. She does have like good representative. Like the high level of Charlottes that play her are really monsters. Like Hero Rookie, Biscuit, of course Zero. Like when you have the Charlotte in the hands of a strong player, it's like crazy. But then from the outside looking in, if you see like tier lists, they probably don't rate Charlotte that highly, even though she is good. It's kind of hard to like. It's kind of hard to imagine if you just like look at her kit in a vacuum. But when put all together with her jump speed and stuff like that, she's a lot better than people think, I think. Okay, we'll end it here before we cross over the 3-hour mark. We're at 2 hours and 55 minutes. That probably goes out here. Alright, Thursday I'm actually offline. Nothing tomorrow. And then Friday, King of the Hill. Saturday and Sunday will be some sort of afternoon relink. I don't know what time I'm gonna start. It's whenever I wake up and eat breakfast and I'll play some relink afterwards on the weekend. Alright, but thank you for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot more to say than I thought. This is a lot more fun than I thought too. I bet you that the next time I do this with someone on voice comm, it'll be even better. Bro, we might as well just fucking put all you need to do is record like 2 games. And it's gonna be a 3-hour video with someone on voice comms. Paragon for 100 special? There's a Paragon special? Okay. I'm not aware. Khalil. What you got? Is it on here? Friday is our 100th Grand Blue versus Rising event. Ah, cool. First to 3 ladder. Okay. I'll probably join. I join Paragon every now and then anyways, so I'll come in to pump up the numbers. I'll come in to put in 100, to boost up the numbers to 100. I got no problems with that. Yeah, I already like to enter anyways, but I'm probably not going to stream it. My Paragon runs I basically never stream because I'm kind of on and off with Paragon. Because I play like a game and sometimes I go eat or something like that and I play another game. I don't really it's not really stream material for me. I'm like snacking while going through Paragon. I mean, which could be content, but maybe not something I want to do. But yeah, I'll join. I got no problems with it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna end it here. I hope you have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed the 3 hours of yapping. And I will see y'all later. 3 hours. Yeah. 3 hours, really? How do we get 3 hours, bro? It's just, how do